Yo guys, today we're going to be talking about the Nintendo situation, so like, share, subscribe. Now, I know you guys see the Grand Blue in the background. I know y'all see my boys in D tier, don't worry about that. Me and AK be messing around in this game a little bit, but yeah, I kind of want to talk about the Nintendo situation and everything that's surrounding it, because I feel as though as a gaming community it's something that everybody needs to talk about. Everyone in the FGC needs to be sitting here talking about it, breaking it down and speaking upon it. So yeah, let's get started. So if you guys don't know what's going on with Nintendo, they decided that it was a smart idea to ban a pretty, I wouldn't say a big, I wouldn't know, but they decided to basically cease and desist a tournament because they don't like a Slippy mod that's going out. Now, if you don't know what the Slippy mod is, the Slippy mod is essentially just a mod that helps for Melee players to play online. Now, before I go on any further, we gotta address the elephant in the room. Yes, people that were playing with the Slippy mod was playing on the Dolphin emulator. If you don't know what the Dolphin emulator is, it's basically just an emulation system that helps emulate Wii games. And they had to obtain a ISO for Smash Bros. Melee. So yes, that was a big thing that was played. I think it's more for money, but we also know how Nintendo is when it comes to modification of their games. Now, with that being said, Nintendo would go ahead because they were getting backlash after this. The Melee community really feels as though that their community is forever tarnished until COVID is done because of this. But Nintendo did come out with a response, and I do want to put the response on the screen. And let's go over it. Let's go over some of the BS that they said, because it's a lot of PR BS. Let's be 100% honest. So, as it reads, Nintendo appreciates the love and dedication the fighting community has for the Super Smash Bros. Series. That is cap. That is cap. Put a cap on the screen, Chrono. Yes, Nappy. Yeah, that is cap. Nintendo really doesn't care about the FGC. Nintendo themselves pride that Smash is not a fighting game. Themselves, out their mouths, constantly say that Smash is not a fighting game. So for them to say, we appreciate the love and support from the FGC, you kind of don't. And there's another point I'm going to make a little bit later, but you kind of don't. But reading on, we have partnered with numerous Smash Bros. Tournaments in the past and have hosted our own online and offline tournaments for the game. And we plan to continue that support in the future. Now, yet again, when it comes to the tournaments, it's more so like they have a lot of sponsors and Nintendo just puts their name as, hey, we're Nintendo, so we can put our names with the sponsors. But Nintendo really doesn't. They really don't support it. Let's be honest. They really don't support it. I have yet to see Nintendo really put money into the Smash community, because the Smash community could be way more well off compared to like other fighting game communities, but that's neither here nor there. Unfortunately, the upcoming Big House tournament announced. Fortunately, the upcoming Big House tournament Holy shit, I cannot read to save my life. Holy crap. Unfortunately, the upcoming Big House tournament announced plans to host an online tournaments for Super Smash Bros. Melee that require use of illegal copy versions of the game in conjunction with the mod called Slippy during their online event. Nintendo therefore contacted the tournament organizers to ask them to stop. They refused, leaving Nintendo no other choice but to step in to protect our intellectual property and brands. Nintendo cannot condone or allow piracy of its intellectual property. Now, I don't know if they did really reach out to, Big House for the tournament. I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and be a fanboy and say, oh, no you didn't, because I don't know. But this is it's a very bad look on Nintendo. Now, earlier I said there's something Nintendo has done that shows that they really don't care and really kind of don't want this game to be an FGC game. Remember back in 2013 when Nintendo was going super hard into stopping Evo from even streaming the game? And it took for the community, it took for the FGC as a whole, not just the Smash community, the whole FGC, to send them letters, send them emails, call them, annoy the fuck out of Nintendo for Nintendo to break down and say, well, maybe that was a bad idea. Maybe we shouldn't have did that. And like HungryBot said in his video, link in the description, like HungryBot said, at the end of the day, that flourished the Melee community. It turned the Melee community into what it is today. That exact situation. So for Nintendo to say we support and love what the FGC has done for the community when they've proven time and time again they don't care, that's bullshit. That is 100% bullshit, and I'm going to call 100% bullshit on that. And what's funny is later on, people will respond to that. They will respond to that in a hilarious way. And it really starts off with Ludwig. Now, Ludwig is a little bit known. I ain't gonna say a little bit. He's known in the community. But he made this dope statement that he's gonna do a charity event for 100K. And it's gonna use the Slippy mod. Basically daring Nintendo to do something about it. And you know what Nintendo's gonna do? Not shit. You know why Nintendo ain't gonna do? Not shit. Because if they touch that specific thing, if they shut down a charity event, I'm sorry, it's 10,000. I'm sorry, I know I'll put it on the screen, but it's 10,000. But they shut down a charity event, that just goes to show Nintendo is so far up their ass, it is ridiculous. So Nintendo has no choice but to stand down on this. They're gonna have no choice, in my opinion, but to go ahead and just try to avoid that legal action. Now, Nintendo would double down later on by banning some streamers that were streaming the Zelda game. Now, these streamers, they got the game a little bit early. Obviously, different time zones, you get the game a day before we do. People are playing it in those different time zones, and Nintendo themselves went to Twitch and said, no, ban them, get them off. No, we don't want this content out. And it's like Nintendo's purposely killing off their own games. Like, they don't want people to advertise their games. And it's kind of weird in a way. It's kind of goofy in a way. Like, Nintendo, y'all are looking like some big goofies right now. Y'all are looking like I don't understand what y'all are doing. Y'all are purposely killing a community which is one of your biggest communities. Like, if I had to name what their biggest communities were, it would be the Pokemon community, the Smash community, and then the Mario Maker community. Those three communities in Nintendo alone are the biggest communities. And when I say the Mario Maker community, I'm not talking just Mario Maker. I'm talking about the I'm about to say Super Smash Bros. Super Mario World creators that make emulation and Kaizo games off of those. It's like Nintendo don't want the free publicity, and I find it funny that they said we cannot allow for people to pirate our games, yet y'all let the Mario community who emulate and use stuff that you give them, they have to use an emulation to play the game. So they have to have an emulation of Super Mario World plus the ROM that somebody created, therefore to play the game. But you don't ever say anything to them. But when the Smash company is doing great for themselves, you say something to them. So therefore, now it comes back full circle to what I said in the beginning. Nintendo ain't doing this because it's a fucking own dolphin. Nintendo ain't doing this because of the Slippy mod like everybody thinks. Nintendo's doing this because they're an organization and they're not profiting off of it. And they see the Smash community is about to profit off of it because of this tournament, and they feel some type of way about it. That's it. That is it. That is 100% it. That's the answer, people. We solved the case. It is what it is. It is purely because they see somebody else is making a bag and they are not in that bag. They not getting the bag. They not getting nothing from it. So Nintendo is doing Nintendo things. Now, what can Nintendo do to be better? Probably not fuck over a small community of a game that's been out for 20 years now. That's a start. Second thing is, I think this is the biggest thing. This will solve all your problems. This will solve the problems for the Melee community. This will solve the problem for the Ultimate community. This will make you more money. It makes you look more favorable in the consumer's eyes, because this is anti-consumer. I'm being 100% honest with you. All you had to do was ask, who's the creator of the Slippy mod? Get with the creator of the Slippy mod and do what a lot of these fighting game communities are doing now. Do exactly what Guilty Gear just did. Get some community, get the dude for the Slippy mod, have him come in, have him make a emulation with rollback netcode for Melee, put the Melee mod on Switch, make people go and get a Switch now because Melee is on Switch with rollback netcode. And if that is a success, if that is a 100% success, then you have him create rollback netcode for Ultimate. And if that is a success, your next Smash Bros, you have him create rollback netcode. Now you just got a business partner. Now you have people in the community that will want to come and help, probably for lower cost than your workers that you have right now. And it looks good on Nintendo, but no, Nintendo, we know Nintendo. We know Nintendo. Nintendo is that parent that hears this child having fun and he comes in with the belt because the child is having fun. That is Nintendo. You are on punishment for no reason because I said so. That is Nintendo. But, you know, at the end of the day, it's sad to say Nintendo, they're in their right. They have the right to do whatever with their product, what they want. And it's sad. It's so sad to say it like that, but we as a community, we gotta figure it out. So yeah, that's it. Like I said, the video in the background is Granblue. I'm not a part of the Smash community. I'm not gonna sit here like I am a part of the Smash community, but I do want you guys to really get your justice. I want you guys to 100% get your justice. Like, share, subscribe. If you knew, we had 71 subs. And yeah, trying to hit 80 before my birthday. But love you guys. I'm out. Peace.